All right. Well, of course, we continue to keep a very close eye on the air quality and how that's affecting your health out there. Of course, remember, you're going to probably start to notice some effects from this, even if you don't necessarily have respiratory illnesses. And the reason for that is this is a prolonged inversion event. So that means that this will continue to build. And right now it's code orange, unhealthy for sensitive groups. But as we go throughout the next few days, that will likely at least flirt with that code red, which is pretty much unhealthy for everyone. So you'll start to notice it in different ways: headaches, difficulty breathing from time to time. Of course, asthma attacks go up quite a bit during this time. This is something that even I personally notice, which is, of course, some eye irritation. You may notice the sinus irritation, some of the activity in your throat there, respiratory irritation as well, and you just get this sense of lethargy that takes place over you. But it's something that we are, of course, going to be watching for you as we progress throughout this week. And I do want to show you the top 10 list here, worst air quality around the USA right now, and you can see here we've got quite a few spots that are represented in the top 10 here. South Jordan at the #1 spot in the USA with the worst air quality right now. Cottonwood Heights coming in with a close 3rd spot. Midvale at 4th spot. The 5th spot, Mill Creek. 6th spot, Holiday. And the 7th spot is in the Murray area. So you can tell there's a concentration of some very polluted air that's right over the Salt Lake Valley here. And there's no doubt about it. It's something that will continue to do so. So as we look ahead here, just a few inversion tips for you to try to help you out, as this again is going to be a prolonged event. Try to stay inside as much as possible. Now, obviously, we have to go out and about from time to time, but try to limit yourself out time. It may be one of those things where if you're deciding on whether to have recess outside or maybe have it in the gym or inside, this week may be a good time to just have it inside if possible. Of course, if you can't do that and you have to, let's say, work outside into this inversion stuff, just make sure you're wearing a mask that kind of filters that PM 2.5, which is that particulate matter or the pollution there. Make sure that you have that. The best one, the N95 mask, of course, helps to filter out some of those particles. Avoid multiple trips during the day. Okay, so you've got to go to work and back, right? Well, that doesn't mean you have to go to the grocery store too, and then you have to go stop over here and stop over there. Try to do everything in one trip. Try to keep it and limit it when at times you're out there omitting pollution in the atmosphere yourself. And of course, if possible, look to carpool. That's always a good way to help reduce some of that pollutants in the air. And of course, if you can, take public transportation. That's what it's there for. It helps us out. So this ridge of high pressure keeps us dry. It's a blocking high, so no activity is heading our way in terms of any precipitation. The air quality will continue to go downhill. Again, you can see even in the past 30 minutes here, we're watching this code orange increase across the southern half of the valley, and it will likely increase into the northern half soon. So unhealthy for sensitive groups now. Unhealthy for sensitive groups all the way through the rest of the week, basically. But again, we'll likely flirt with the code red at times. This ridge of high pressure is not going anywhere. It is an anchored high pressure ridge off the west coast, and it stays there. Now, we get a little bit of an inversion buster potentially with a shift in winds by the end of the week. But then this ridge backs right back in. So again, it's not going to go too far until maybe towards the end of next week. That's our next chance of maybe some more active weather. So dry conditions over the next 6 to 10 days, potentially wetter conditions as we get towards, let's say, January 20th and beyond. We're going to keep our fingers crossed, but that's still a good 7 to 10 days out. St. George, sunshine, 50s turning to 60s, lows in the 30s for us, so it is going to be pretty stable overall across southern Utah. Meanwhile, the Wasatch Front, very stable, but very similar conditions, upper 30s and low 40s, that inversion haze, that reduced air quality. You may see a little break from all of that as we get towards the weekend, but right now, doesn't look like it's going to be a big break. Matt?